back to the Embeemakes knitting channel. My name's Melissa and I'm the maker behind Embeemakes. You can find me here on YouTube as well as on Ravelry and Instagram as Embeemakes. Today I'm here with another podcast episode. It hasn't been that long since I last filmed, but right after I filmed the last episode, I finished quite a lot of things in just a week after. I have some new cast-ons that I talked about in my last video. And yeah, some good progress to show you. So yeah, let's dive right in. First, maybe start with what I'm wearing, which is one of the objects I finished quite recently after my previous video, and it's the Anker summer blouse by Petiteknit. This project has been on the needles since summer of last year. This was my vacation knit, but I only managed to do the yoke on vacation, and then it kind of got on the back burner since it was already end of August at the time. Wasn't feeling the summer knits anymore, so it got put in the corner and neglected a bit. But yeah, over a month ago I think I picked it back up to finish it, and yeah, it actually went really fast after that because I only had to do some raglan increases and then I could split for sleeves, knit the body, and yeah, since it's a t-shirt the sleeves are very short, so very quick to knit. And I'm really happy with this finished t-shirt because it's the first ever t-shirt that I knit. And yeah, I've worn it already a few times, and yeah, tomorrow I start a new job, so I also want to wear it for that because it's quite professional, I think, with some nice pants, as you might have seen in the intro video. So yeah, that's my Anker summer blouse. It's knit in drops Belle, in some, yeah, this lovely ivory color. It's not really white, yeah, more of an off-white, which I like. It pairs well with a lot of clothes I have in my wardrobe. So yeah, it's been blocked, and I do think it's a nice fabric. It's not really great, I think, for the really hot days, but right now it's 20 degrees and raining here in Belgium, so yeah, it's actually perfect to wear inside. That is my first finished object. I have some yarn left over from this, but more on that later. Then the other finished object I finished actually the day after I last filmed is my Crescendo blouse by the Knit Purl girl. Yeah, I've talked about it a bit in the last video as well, but now it is actually finished. My ends are woven in and it has been blocked. The last time, I don't know if I said it, but I found the fabric a bit scratchy. But now that it has been blocked, it has softened up a little bit. But yeah, it feels really woolly and wintry. I haven't worn it yet because it's not that cold. So I will put it away. I will maybe try and put it on for a few pictures later and put them in here. Or a little video so you can see how it looks on me. But the fit is just perfect. I really like the length. Also for the sleeves I went with the fitted sleeves option, which is perfect, so I can wear it in winter for work, because yeah, fitted sleeves work better to put under a coat. Yeah, this is knit with Woolyknit cone from it's their British wool, and a strand of kid silk mohair that matches. I think the color is really stunning. Yeah, love purple and yeah, also green. I think you will see a lot of these colors in my videos. Okay, and then one last tiny finished object is the little gift knit I was knitting. If you see my last podcast, this is the Seaside. This is a sweater from the Seaside set by Petiteknit. And yeah, now I have finished it and put on the buttons, and it has been washed and blocked as well. This is the 1 to 2 month size, and yeah, I didn't make a gauge swatch. I haven't actually measured my gauge, but yeah, I think it will fit. Even if it's a little big at the beginning, yeah, a baby can grow into this. So that's perfect. I have some really lovely buttons from Veritas that I sewed on here. And the yarn is Drops Baby Merino in a light grey and a dark blue. I didn't really use a lot of the dark blue, and I had 2 skeins of that in my stash, so I will probably be able to make a dark blue one with maybe grey stripes, or I have some other colors as well for some stripes. Yeah, this is really lovely gift knit, and yeah, there will be more of these because it was really fast to knit, even though it's on 3mm needles, since it's so small and soft as well. It flies off the needles. And that's it for my finished objects. And maybe another baby related gift knit. Yeah, this will also be a gift. It's a tiny baby sock that I knit. I have to cast on the second one. This is also Drops Baby Merino. Yeah, I will probably knit a few other baby knits in the future as gifts. And yeah, this is just a cute little baby sock. It's from a free pattern I found on Ravelry. I will link it below. I've made these before for my colleague last year in another color, and yeah, they're such a quick knit, very cute. So yeah, a quick little palette cleanser in between. Now I will show you what I've done with the leftover yarn I have from my Anker's blouse. Anker shirt. I have started, if you've seen my last podcast video, there I talked about wanting to make my first Tolsta tee finally. The pattern has been released for a few months now, I think. Yeah, it's a pattern by the Creabea, and it's a t-shirt pattern, simple raglan, and I've cast on my first one in this beautiful green color, which is also Drops Belle, this one. And I went with the leftovers from this. I had just under 2 skeins left. This is still the first skein, and I only cast this on, today's Monday the 31st of August, not this Friday but the Friday before that. So it's only been on my needles for a week and a half, and I already split for sleeves. And yeah, it's a quick knit. It's on 5mm needles, I think. Let me check. Yeah, 5mm needles. I've also been timing how long I'm working on this. I can't really remember at the top of my head how much hours have gone into this, but I will maybe put it somewhere on the screen. It's not to really see how fast I can knit or anything. It's not a contest. But I wanted to know, how many hours I work on this, because I will probably make some more Tolsta tees from yarn I have in stash, and that way I can see how much time I need to make another one. But so far I've been really enjoying this. The stripes are really lovely. I don't think I will make the sleeves all that long. I don't think I will even add another white stripe to this, just a few rows of stockinette in the green and then do the ribbing, because I only have 4 balls of this green, and this is already the 3rd, but I'm working on the body now. So I will finish this ball first, then with the last ball I will do the sleeves and then finish up the body. And from this I have another ball of this white left, so that will not be a problem, I think. Yeah, I do like the length of my Anker's shirt, so I will probably match that length, or try to match that length, as I think it's perfect for my high-waisted jeans or other pants that I have. So yeah, really happy with this. I'm also participating on Instagram in the Summer Stripes cal, organized by Marlene Knits and her friend. And yeah, this is the 2nd stripey project for the summer. First one was the little Seaside sweater. So yeah, this will also probably not be my last stripey project. More on that later. So yeah, my Tolsta tee. Another project I talked about casting on last episode is a pair of socks from Stone Knits, and it's in her book, the Charming Colorwork socks that I got for my birthday, and it's the Blooming Lavender socks pattern. Yeah, I've been wanting to make that for a while. I knew it was in the book, so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to book, because I really love the look of that pattern. And let me show you my yarns. These are the yarns that I'm using, and I already finished a first sock. Bring it closer. The colorwork portion of it was really fun to knit. I did a normal slip stitch heel instead of the Eye of Partridge heel, and I also didn't do the part at the foot here with the colorwork. I just didn't think you would see that all too often, as yeah, your foot is when your foot's in your shoe, you mostly see this. So I didn't do that colorwork, and I just did the contrast toe. Yeah, I'm really happy with this sock. I immediately cast on the second one to avoid second sock syndrome. And I'm on the colorwork bit. Just started working on the green. And I will have loads left of this. It only used a little bit of the green, so that's great, because I want to make an entire pair of socks out of this green from the sock book by Lyon magazine. So I will make that with these leftovers. Don't know if I will have a sock quantity left of this. Maybe if I add a contrast for heels and toes and cuffs, I can make another pair of socks out of these. And yeah, this will be a contrast color for maybe some other color work after that. But so far, yeah, really enjoying knitting on these socks. And yeah, I'm really happy with the result I have on the first one so far. The fit is just okay, it just goes over my heel, so I have to be careful with with the color work that my floats aren't too tight, but the first sock fits, so that's okay. I also still need to block it, maybe that will loosen it up a little bit more. But unblocked it fits, so that's great. Then on to the last whip, the last active whip that I have. I have some other whips here around me, but I haven't touched them in the last few weeks. I've been focusing more on projects I wanna still wear this summer, or try to, so I'll put in some summer knits. But this I've picked back up, and it's my April cardigan. I started it in February, I think, to have it done before April. That was my goal at the time, but I didn't manage to do that, as you can see. But that's okay. I had some other lovely knits on the needles at the time. But I finally made some good progress on it. I picked it back up after I finished my Crescendo blouse. So this was where I was last time. And just yesterday I split for sleeves and the body. Only done a centimeter or something. Yeah. It's a nice saddle shoulder design. It's by Petiteknit. Don't know if I said that. By Petiteknit. And I'm using Filcolana Pernilla in the color Chai. Just holding it single, no other strands. I'm using a 4.5mm needle instead of the recommended 4mm needle. Because my gauge was better with that needle size, and I also like the fabric it creates. It's not too see-through, but it's nice and loose, so perfect for a cold summer or fall or spring cardigan. Didn't want to add mohair to this to not make it too warm. I wanted a light cardigan that I can also wear to the office. So this will be perfect. Yeah, now I just have to knit back and forth on the body. Once I finish this ball, I think I will first do the sleeves, so I can knit in the round a bit more. I definitely have enough yarn, and once I finish the body, I can do the button band. I've seen some people do a double knit button band, more like the champagne cardigan on this April cardigan, but I will keep the ribbed cardigan. However, I do think I will add some extra buttonholes because I want to use some smaller buttons and use more buttons to not have the button band gaping. But I'll see, whenever I finish the body, how I will do that. I'll figure that out. So yeah, I really love the fabric. It's really, it's not that even, but I think once I block it, it will be perfect. And I've tried it on already. And yeah, the saddle shoulder really fits really nicely. And it looks beautiful. So I'm really eager to knit some other saddle shoulder projects later this year. So that's it for my whips. Yeah. I will now show you a swatch that I made since last podcast episode. I showed you the yarn and talked about my plan. So I will be making the Lyon sweater by Petiteknit at the more mid-August, end August I will cast on, because I will be going on vacation and we will be visiting Lyon, so I wanted to work on the sweater while I was there, maybe finish it, not sure. We will be there at the beginning of September, so it will be the last stop on our vacation. So maybe I can have some nice pictures there with my sweater. But I have since swatched to see if the yarn that I have will work for the sweater. I've used 2 strands of the Holst Supersoft in this nougat color, and this one is coral for the stripes. And at first it was really uneven and there were quite a lot of holes when I finished my swatch, but then I blocked it, and really the yarn, as they say, it really blooms nicely. It softens up, it's a lot more drapey than it was when I just finished it before blocking, so that's perfect. And I'm on gauge with the recommended needle size, so I will cast that on probably mid-August. Yeah, really excited for this sweater. And then I also have some yarn to show you. The first thing I want to show you is this little ball of Lamana yarn that I ordered. It's the Lamana Modena, and it's a blend of merino superfine and cashmere, and it's a 25-gram ball. Yeah, I really wanted to try this yarn out, and I ordered 1 ball, and so I can make a pair of fingerless gloves with this. Some nice cashmere gloves for winter. Yeah, and I of course went with the green because yeah, it's a color I really like. I will probably hold this double because it's quite a thin strand of yarn. So yeah, that's one. And with this I also ordered, well, I ordered that ball of yarn with my first mood product, and this is the Vegas bag, and it's like a nice crossbody bag, and it's been on my radar for a while, and now with vacation coming up, I thought it would be perfect to take on our trip, to have all my belongings here close to me and not in a backpack or something. So yeah, it's really a nice size. I can put my phone in there and my wallet. It's not really yarn related, but I know that Mood also has some nice yeah, project bags and needle bags and stuff. So yeah, I wanted to try this out first, and I could also put some yarn in here and some needles to work on a small sock project or something. But yeah, really happy with this. And then one other yarn purchase I made was from Artemis Yarns. They are in France, I think, and they make hand-dyed yarns. And I ordered these 2. Oh, they look really nice on camera as well. Yeah, this one is a happy dye, so it looks like I think it was called, no, I don't remember what it was called, but it's, yeah, an accident yarn. That's not really the exact same as it was supposed to be, but I really love this color. I think it was jellyfish or something. Yeah, so really nice. And then this one is Peachy Pie. It's really lovely pink peachy color. They go nicely together, so I might add this as a contrast color for a sock for this one, or just use them separately, I'm not sure yet. But these will probably become socks. And yeah, there was also a little stitch marker in there, which is really nice. I'm also thinking about shawls at this moment. I've seen quite a lot on Instagram lately, and I have never made a shawl before, except for the Sophie shawl, but I don't really consider that like a shawl that you drape over your shoulders. It's more like a scarf for me. So yeah, on Instagram I saw quite a few, so I'm thinking maybe these could become a shawl to have it, yeah, more visible than on my feet. Not sure yet. If you have any beginner friendly shawl recommendations, please leave them below. They don't have to be fingering weight, they can be a DK weight as well. Yeah, I really want to try and knit a shawl, I think, this fall. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. Today might be a little bit of a shorter episode, but yeah, I think if I would have waited longer, then I would have maybe too much to show you, and then it would have been, yeah, really long episode, and I was really in the mood to film and show off my latest finished objects. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you do, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!